Hello everyone. Previously we had discussed about the function overloading. We also saw the example, basically overloading with the different type of arguments, also overloading with different return types. So today we'll be discussing about the REST parameters and the tuples and TypeScript. So what does REST parameters do? Let's see. REST parameters basically allow a function to accept an indefinite number of arguments, right? So again I'm telling REST parameters basically allows a function to accept an indefinite number of arguments. Tuples are fixed length arrays where each element can have a different type. So this is the main difference. They might ask the difference between the REST parameters and tuples and ask you to implement, right? So REST parameters basically allows a function to accept an indefinite number of this one arguments, whereas tuples are fixed length arrays where each element can have a different type. So let's see with the very simple example, nothing but the REST parameters, and the second examples we'll go with the tuples with REST parameters, right? The first example is REST parameter. Let's go with the simple example, nothing but the REST parameters, right? So I'll quickly come here. Let's create a function. I'll just name this sum. Let's go with the REST parameter, which is denoted by the triple dot, right? So I'll just quickly consider here numbers, which is of the type number. Sorry, just give here number. See what I'm doing here. Just give me a second here. Yeah. And finally, inside the function, let's return numbers. Let's make use of the reduce. So accumulator, and I'll just consider number here. Basically, we know reduce, it reduces the multiple values to the single value, right? So I'll just give here, let's add all the numbers basically, right? Accumulator plus number, and also here we have to make sure that the initial number also we have to give right here. So initial value will be 0 or the initial number. I hope you are familiar with the reduce this one, right? Basically the method reduce. So I'll quickly come out of this function. Just give here console log of sum. Within this one, I'll just give here 1, 2, 3. This is fine. Again, I'll just console log here sum of 4, 5, 6, 7. Some random numbers I'm taking just for the example sake. This one 1, 2, 3. We are just adding here, right? By making use of reduce. Sorry. This one has to be 3, 4, 5, 6, and this one has to be 4, 5, 6, 7. This one has to be 22, right? 6 and 22 is the output that we need to get here. I'll quickly explain what I've done here. So triple dot numbers, what I've used here. Basically, this accepts an indefinite number of arguments. Nothing but we are making use of the REST parameter over here, right? So it accepts an indefinite number of arguments, and also we know that the function here, this function, basically the function sum here, it I mean the function sums the provided numbers using the reduce method. That's what we are doing here, right? So let's see quickly. The output that we need to get here is 6 and 22. Yeah, we are getting the proper output. This works absolutely correct. So the next example that we are dealing with here is tuples with the REST parameters, right? So I'll just quickly delete this one. Let me come here, quickly create a function. I'll just name this one process input, right? Within this one, let me pass the arguments here. Just give me a second here. String, and also numbers, number. Give me a second here. This one, let me set this one to void over here. So let me quickly log here. What shall I log? I'll just make use of the template literals. Here, within this one, what arguments I have considered here? ARJS I have considered, right? Let me pass the arguments here. Arguments of 0. The first one. So I hope this is fine. Next, what I'll do, I'll just make use of console log again here. So within the backticks, I'll just make use of the template literals. Here, I'll just give backticks. Let me pass here arguments. Let me make use of the slice method over here. Dot join here. So this is fine, right? So this is it. Let me quickly come out of the function. The function name, let's call the function here process input. So let me quickly give here hello, and also the number, some random number I'll give. I'll just give here 1, 2, 3. So output that we need to get here is either as per whatever we have logged. So the output that we need to get here is hello and numbers 1, 2, 3, right? So I'll quickly explain what I've done here first. So string this one of number, what I've written here within the array, right? This one. So string number, what I've considered here until this one. So the first element is a string followed by a number of elements. So again, I'm telling the first element is a string followed by any number of number elements. That's what we have to get in the output as well. That's what we are giving here. The first element has to be string, and it is followed by any number of number elements. So the first output that we need to get here is hello followed by any number of number elements, nothing but 1, 2, 3. Right. So the function basically processes and logs the string and numbers separately. Right. String first it has to be hello, and the numbers it has to be numbers. So we are given here, right? Basically string we are getting hello, arguments of 0, first one, right? First one has to be always the string here. Quickly you can see here, and the numbers followed by the numbers, nothing but it will be processed separately, right? The numbers 1, 2, 3, that's what we have given here, right? Let's quickly run the code and see what output we get. So here we can clearly see string hello, numbers 1, 2, 3. As I have said, the function processes and logs the string and numbers separately, and you have to know this one, basically what I have written here. This is the main thing, right? So the first element is a string, basically that's what we are giving here, and followed by any number of number elements. This is simple, right? So this is it for the tuples with the rest parameters. We saw the examples, basically the tuples with the rest parameters and the basic rest parameters, right? So I hope the concept of the rest parameters and the tuples is completely clear. Next we will go with the next let's discuss on the topic type guards, right? For now this is it. Thanks for watching, guys.